Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video, I am going to be making a cardboard house, and I'm going to be doing something with it after it's finished, and that's going to be a whole nother video. But what we're going to make today in this video is just the house. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need red and black paint, optional. You're going to need 2 different paint brushes. You're going to need scissors, pencil, and we're going to be using cardboard. That's the main thing we're going to need. We're also going to be using an X-Acto knife, and we're going to be using hot glue and a glue stick. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down so we can just jump into the video. So, the first thing we're going to do is you're going to take your cardboard and you're going to draw in a triangle shape, which is, this is going to be our house. So, this is what it's going to start out as. And then you're going to draw, once you draw that on, and I'll show you how I did it. Let's see. So basically, we just started with your basic shape. Then you're just going to draw down. And this is the shape you're going to go with. And once you're done with it, you're going to cut it out. And you're going to do that 2 times. So you have a front and back. And then we're going to go ahead and you're going to go from this end here. And you're going to draw down. And then you're going to cut this out. You're going to make 2 of these. And you're going to cut this out. So that way you have 2. And also, yeah, and then once you do that, you're gonna go ahead and cut it out. And when you cut it out, this is what you're gonna end up with. You're gonna end up with these 2 pieces like that. And what I did was I took my X-Acto knife, I took my pencil, and then we drew in the window. And then we put a window here. And once we put our windows in, we cut them out. So this is what you should have. So by now you should have a front and a back. And you should have 2 sides with the windows cut out. I'm going to go ahead and move this out the way. And we're going to bring our house. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start gluing it together. But before we do, I want to take some black cardstock or construction paper, whatever you have on hand, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut out a little piece, and we're just going to go ahead and put that in the back. I'm just going to cut off a little more, just cut it down to size. And I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue right across the top and on the sides. And we're going to go ahead and put our piece of black construction paper right across the top. So this is what it's going to look like. And I'm going to do that to my other 2 pieces. We're going to turn them over. This is going to be the rough side. And we're just going to take our construction paper and we're just going to cut off 2 pieces. Got that there. And we're just going to go ahead. And once again, we're just going to cover it. Just go around the ends. Stick our construction paper right on top. I'm going with black construction paper, but if you want it to look like you got the lights on in your house, You can go ahead and use yellow construction paper. I just like the darkness of the black, so that's kind of why I chose this one. So now we have our everything in. So now what we're going to do is I am going to take a piece of that cardboard and we're going to use this as our door. And I'm just going to turn it around to see what angle I want. So I'm going to put some hot glue right down on the base, the back side. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this on. So now we're going to go ahead and take our side pieces and we're just going to glue everything on. So you're going to put some hot glue right on the sides. We're not going to go up here. We're just going to put it here, and we're just going to go ahead and stick this down on here just like this. Hold that there and let that dry. And now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So we're just going to go ahead, put some hot glue right down through here. Going to grab our house. And we're just going to go at our window and we're just going to go ahead and stick it here. I'm just going to hold this here a bit and let that dry to make sure everything is nice and even. This is what it's looking like so far. Now I'm going to take my back piece and we're just going to go ahead and stick this on. I'm just lining everything up, so I'm just going to lay this down on its side. And before I glue that down, I just want to make sure, okay. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I had everything lined up. So I am going to go ahead and stick this. And before I glue it down, I'm just going to go ahead and see if this is how I want it. So we're going to go ahead and put some hot glue in the middle on the inside, just like this. And you're going to do the same thing over here. So you're doing the same thing on both sides. And we're just going to take our little piece and we're just going to go ahead and stick this in. Just like this. I'm just going to pull this out a bit. This is what we have so far. This is the side. And here is our top. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of thin cardboard. And I have some. I got to figure out what I done with it real quick. So I have my thin piece of cardboard. And I'm just going to go ahead and place this on top to see about where I want it. So now I am going to go ahead and grab my glue gun. And we're just going to go ahead and put some hot glue right up the sides. We're going to do that on both sides. And we're going to go ahead and go down to the other side. And if you hear somebody snoring, y'all, that is my dog, Minnie. She is in the crafting room with me. She hardly ever wants to be in here. But today she decided that she wanted to come in. And she is sleeping. And she snores. So, yeah, that's what you're hearing. So now we're just going to go ahead and glue this in place. And we're going to hold this here until this dries. And hot glue dries fast, so it shouldn't take that long. And I'm just basically scraping off the extra so it's not noticeable when I get ready to paint it. And this is what we look like. This is what it's looking like. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take my glue gun. And I'm just going to go ahead and just put a little bit of hot glue right down through here. And I'm just going to take my finger and clean it up a bit. There we go. And yeah, so I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And this is what we have. This is what it's looking like. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my red paint. And I think I'm going to paint my house red and then maybe do the roof of my house black. So I am going to grab this little container and we're just going to go ahead and put some paint off in here, if I got any in here. So I had to get my other paint that I have here. Gonna go ahead, squeeze out a little. There we go. And now I'm gonna just take my, let's move this little piece of, I'm going to take my red brush and I'm just going to go ahead and paint our house. I would have liked for it to be a darker color, but I guess it'll be okay. Now on camera, it kind of looks orange to me, but it is red. It's actually, well, it's actually Christmas red. It's what it says. So I don't know. It says it's Christmas red, but I don't know. It doesn't look red at all. So, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and, finish painting and, see what it looks like. And then I'll let it dry, of course, and then I'll go in with the second coat. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to grab my red paint, my other paintbrush, and just go in on the sides to get the little places that the bigger paintbrush can't reach. Now, I'm just going to, I'm just going to go ahead and continue around the whole house. Now, since this ain't as dark as I want it to be, I am going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of black just to make this just a tad bit darker, because I really want it to be like that. I really want it to have like that dark, deep red. So I'm going to mess around with the paint until I'm happy with the color that I get. So I'm going to go ahead and just I had a darker color, but honestly, like a darker red, I have no idea like what actually happened to that. And even if it come out like a brownish color, I probably would be okay with that too. So I'm just going to go in and with this color. So it is like a brownish color. I don't know if you can see that, but I think I'm going to keep it that color. I'm happy with that color because the other red, it just wasn't doing it for me. Like it wasn't dark enough. And I think I kind of like this, actually. I think I kind of like this color a little bit more than I did the other one. So, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and go down the sides of the door. And once again, I'm just getting in the little places that I can't get with the bigger colors. So this is what it's looking like. The darker color. I definitely think I like this color a little bit more. This is it. And now I'm just going to go ahead and paint back here. And I'll probably have to do a couple different coats since this is like white. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to paint this. So this is what it looks like. This is it from the back. I'm still letting that dry. And I'm going to set this to the side because we don't need that just yet. So we're going to move this over here. Now we're going to make our chimney. And I'm just going to start off with a couple pieces of cardboard. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And then I'm going to cut it down at an angle. So we have this. And I'm just going to see where I want to put it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down a little more. I think I cut that one down a bit too much. So let's try that again. So I'm going to cut it here. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way. And I'm trying to decide on what side I want my chimney on. And I think I'm going to go here. I think I'm going to put it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this a little more. Like that. And I'm going to go ahead and use this as a reference. And we're going to do one more. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to turn it this way. And we're just going to go ahead, cut this out. And now we have two. Let's move this out the way for right now. So we're going to go ahead and glue these in place. So I'm just going to put a hot glue down through here. And I'm going to stick this about here. I don't think I want it all the way up at the top. And then I'm going to do this one over here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to take this one off. It's going to scrape up the glue because I think I'm going to put this a little more closer to the top, I think. So I think I'm going to have it more like here. So a little bit of hot glue. And we're just going to stick that right here on top. Hold that there. Let that dry a bit. Same thing to the other side. Going to hold this here. I am going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut this straight so there's no angle. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. And we're just going to stick that here. I'm going to hold that a bit, let that dry. So let's just put that here just like that. Bring this up a bit. I'm going to hold this here. Allow this to dry. So this is what we have. Now we're going to go ahead, grab a piece of that cardboard. I'm just going to cut this down like that. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on. So now we got our roof done. This is what it's looking like. And now I'm going to go ahead and paint our roof black. So I am going to just grab a piece of cardboard. So I'm just going to go ahead, cut a piece of cardboard. This is what I'm going to use to put my paint on. So we're just going to put a little bit of black paint there. I'm just going to take my same brush and I'm just going to go ahead and do my roof real quick. So all I'm doing now is just basically I am just painting my roof. Now I got an ideal that I want to do for this house, but I couldn't do that in the video today because my video would have been a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. So this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint my roof the same color, or the chimney the same color that I did the rest of the house. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish painting this. And I wasn't really too worried about how the roof looked because I am going to cover that roof with some fake snow. So it's going to be covered. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my chimney. And now I'm just going to take my paintbrush and I'm just going to go in. And now I think I want to go ahead and just touch up a couple of the black parts on the roof. So there's a couple places that I was not real able to get because of me having the bigger paintbrush, but that's okay. So this is what it looks like, and I think I'm going to go ahead and paint my door black also. Now, the ideal that I have for this house is I want to make like a frozen pond with like a bridge going over the pond. And then I want to put like snow on the ground and put like some trees in the yard. That's what I plan on doing with this house. And if that's something that y'all want to see, I will film a video. But if not, I'll just go ahead and do it off camera. But yeah. And I'll show you what I'm going to be using as my base. So now this is what we have. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint on the inside where that cardboard is visible. We're just going to go ahead and take our paintbrush and we're just going to go in and just touch up those ends because I am going to cover those with toothpicks or either Q-tips, whichever one you have on hand. And I'm just going to go ahead and get in there. And then we're just going to go out here. Just going to get in there. And that's what we have right here. This is what it's looking like so far. So now what I want to do is I found this little wreath at Dollar Tree. It was attached to these Santa legs that came like this, and then like this was right up here, which it came like that. But I took this off because I wanted to use it on my little house. I wanted to put this like right there, like right in the middle, because after all, I do want to decorate this as like a Christmas house. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue right across here, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick this right in the middle. So put that, it's going to go right there, just like that. Now I'm going to take some Q-tips, and I'm just going to take my scissors and just cut off the end. And I'm just going to go ahead and just trim off a little more. And we're just going to stick these on the inside. So it's going to be like that. And I'm going to cut another one. And I'm just going to cut a little more. And I'm just going to measure and cut, because that's what we're gonna put those right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut 2 more pieces to go across the ends. So this is what we have for the window. Now we're gonna go ahead and do this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another Q-tip, or you can use skinny sticks, or basically whatever you have on hand. I don't have any more skinny sticks, so I'm basically working with what I have, and all I'm doing now is just going through and just cutting up the Q-tip to make it fit. And then I'm just going to put a line of hot glue right across the top, right in the middle, and we're just going to go ahead and stick our piece there. And then we're going to take our other piece, and we're just going to cut that in half, and we're just going to see if it fits. So all I'm doing now, I'm just going to go ahead, put a little bit of hot glue right here, and we're just sticking that in here just like that. Just making sure everything is nice and even. So this is what it's looking like, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my other piece of Q-tip, and we're just going to go ahead and see if it will fit in. I need to cut off a bit. I'm going to go ahead and and I don't want these to be perfectly lined up. I want them to be off-centered a little bit. So it's like that. I need to put a little more hot glue right down through here, and we need to line this, hold that there. And this is what we have here, here, and here. I'm kind of thinking that I want to paint my door white so it'll stand out, so it's not as dark, because I kind of like the way the white look in the window. So I'm thinking I'm going to paint that door white. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and grab my, before I use this, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this other piece of cardboard. This is a lighter piece, not as thick. And I'm going to use these, I think, for my shutters. And I'm going to turn this here just to see about how I want them. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it that length. I think I'm going to cut off a little. And then I'm just going to thin this down a bit. Just like that. And I'm going to use this as a reference to do my other one. So we're going to start here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this here and here. And we're just going to go ahead and glue this in. So I'm trying to make sure that everything is even, and it's not that even, but it's fine. I'll fix it. There we have it. Now I'm going to go ahead and stick on our little blinds. So going to put a little bit of hot glue right down through here, and then we're just going to stick that right there. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Going to go ahead, add a little bit of hot glue. We're going to stick this right here, just like this. So it's open like that. And I want to take another piece of this board, and we're just going to cut it. And I am going to go ahead and just cut another piece. And I'm going to pick up some of this so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I am going to go ahead and take my cardboard, cut a piece here, and I'm just going to cut it down to size. And I'm going to go ahead, even this out a bit. So it's like that. And we're going to go ahead and stick this right in the middle. This is just going to give us a little rest, so we can, a little shelf as you will. And then we're going to go ahead and stick that on. And like I said, I'm going to go in and just paint everything white. So next time you see this, I may have changed some things up, but that's what it's looking like so far. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to cut here. Turn this here, and we're just going to go ahead and cut again. Just turn it this way so we can get it even. So cut. Going to bring this in here, and we're just going to cut again. Going to do the same thing here. So hot glue. We're going to stick it right here. Going to do the same thing on this one. Going to stick that here. And I'm going to cut a piece. And I'm going to go ahead, put a little hot glue right across. Stick this on. Hold that in place. And now I'm going to go ahead and do our last window. And I'm going to use this one. Grab that piece of cardboard. Hold this here. Cut. Cut. We're just going to cut one more. I'm going to go ahead, grab some hot glue. And this video probably is a bit long. That's why I'm not going to do the other step on camera. But I will do it if that's something y'all want to see. Putting our last one in. Right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab a piece of that cardboard. And this is going to be our little window shelf. I think that's what that thing is called. Yeah, you can like put flower pots and stuff on it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Help me out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that here. And now I'm just gonna stick this in yeah. There we go. Last one. Gonna stick that there. And this is what we have. Here it go. And I am going to paint that door white in these, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to end the video here. And what I'm going to do with this house is I have this little piece here that I already started working with. And I dug this part out so it can be my pond. And this house is going to go on here. And that's what I was talking about, what I wanted to do with the bridge and stuff. Now, if that's something y'all want to see me do, please let me know. I'll most likely do a video on it anyway. But this is it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera up so y'all can see me. So, yeah, here it is again. That is it for this video. If you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Please feel free to share this video with your family and friends. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to become part of my YouTube family. And with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. That really means a lot, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye.